Hi guys, it's Michelle here with MMMbeauty. Thanks for tuning in. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this fall look. What do you think? I like a little mauve-y, little matte lip, and a little like shimmer, a little silver cool tone. I'm digging this. Like it's the perfect transition for winter, fall to winter, fall to winter. We love it. So if you want to learn more about this look, stay tuned. Hello guys, so first things first, we're gonna start with a little skin prep. I already did this, but I'm gonna fill you in on what I use. I used a little tourmaline radiance charged fluid from Aveda. That helps with any hyperpigmentation on the skin, helps even out any like fluffy skin cells that are there. And then I also used a little bit of our Aveda soft cream. In love, in love, in love. It's perfect for winter. Next, we're gonna go into our Becca Skin Perfector. I love this little slight radiance formula. It's in the cream, not the powder, because I like to have an all over kind of radiance feel. And so I'm just going to put that on my fingers and we're going to work it around. And we're just going to put that all over. Just like that. Boom. Next step, what we're going to do, we're going to head into our foundation. Yes, ma'am. So we're going to take our buffing brush. And we're going to do some buffing of our foundation. We're going to put that first layer on there. Get it on there, honey. Middle of the face first. Wherever you have those like slight redness. You know, and the reason why I start with a little bit is to kind of build, you know. You don't want to slap a bunch on there right away. You only want to put it where you really want it so you just look effortless and radiant. And we're buffing. We're buffing. I prefer buffing for my skin type. I am combination oily, so I feel like it is the best method for me. I also think it just looks whipped and dewy after I'm done. Heading around town. Getting under those eyes, just doing a thin layer. I'm not putting any on my lids yet. If you run out of eyeshadow primer, you can go ahead and take your foundation and just go across the lid like that. So we're just gonna head in there like that. And mine is a matte, not a dewy, so that's why it works. So I'm just doing my first kind of layer like that, stippling into those little areas that I'm like, hey, real life is right here on my face, it's fine. We push through. Next, I'm gonna take my concealer. I'm gonna conceal, because sometimes you only get 4 hours, 5 hours instead of 8, 9, 10. Sometimes you forget to drink 80,000 gallons of water. It's goals in life, but honestly, like, makeup will help you save your life. Oh yes, it will. So next, this looks crazy right now, but we're gonna blend it. We're gonna make it look flawless, okay? We are using a damp beauty blender sponge. We're getting in there and we're stippling. We're stippling so that we're not moving our foundation around. We're still layering on those areas that need targeted. Hello, little pimple on my nose. So cute. Next, we're going to do the other eye. Get it. You better. Okay, now we've got those edges all blended out in that product place. We're going to take a little bit more foundation because we just did a little light layer. And then I like that concealer because it's slightly lighter. But I'm going to go back over those little red bumps. Pesky little red bumps. And we're going to just layer a tad more. But what we're going to do is stipple. We're stippling. We're not buffing this time because we're laying product. And notice I'm not doing it everywhere, all over the face. I'm just doing it on those areas so that it's targeted and then you don't get that like cakey face. Just like you dipped your head in a flour. bit of flour. All powdery. No, we don't want that. Fresh skin is in. Cakey skin is out. We want to look like ourselves, just a little more refined. So then whatever's left on my brush, then I'm going to go ahead and buff those outer edges to blend, okay? All the way down into the jawline, all right? Back into the ear. We don't want that nasty little ring. No, we don't. We want to look like we are intentionally flawless. Yes? Yes. Thank you. Make sure we get that hairline up here. Perfect. Sweeping it over the lids. We're not afraid. Don't fear. Primer will be next. Okay. Next, we're going to go with our powder, our face powder. And I like to do this HD under my eyes. It's a micro fine powder. The reason why I do this powder instead of a heavier kind of pigmented powder is because of its texture. And I like to take my beauty blender, still damp, and I look up and I make sure you're not all creasy, okay? So like if you are, just kind of bounce it around and then put your powder down. You want to make sure you're setting a smooth canvas. Do you see this? Yeah, it's good. All right, next, we did that. Looking flawless. We're going to head into our tinted powder. And I'm just going to take that with my big little fluffy brush. And again, stippling. We're patting. If you have a little powder puff that you cleanse. Don't use that dirty little one that comes in the container. Nope. You want to make sure that you cleanse it. Yep. You want your skin to look good, you need to use clean tools, okay? So we're patting. We're going over that eyelid. And we're going over the rest of those pesky little red bumps that are fighting me this week. It's fine. It's fine. We're pushing through. All right, next we're going to go into our contour. I'm going to head right in. I already have my face mapped out, so I'm pretty confident about what's about to take place here. Sometimes I do my eyes depending on my feel. But today I feel, very rocker glam. It's going to be awesome. So I'm going to take this brush and kind of find that groove, that hollow right here by the cheek. And we're not going to go all the way in because we're not ventriloquist dummies, okay? All right. So we're going to go in like this. And we're going to build. And guys, you want to use like a more taupey matte powder. And I do it a little bit wider to a little bit thinner, so it gives it that real sleek shadow there. And like I said, this is for my face, so you kind of have to think about what's going to work for your face. I do my cheek like this. I find that little groove in there. Once you find your groove, you're good. You always know where to place that contour, and you won't have to second guess. You just have to practice. Just practice. Sometimes you make faces with your eyes too, because why not? Why not? I'm going to take a little bit more. We're going to match the other side, all right? Contouring is meant to be more of a shadowing effect. It is not the same as bronzing. So that's why we use matte powders as opposed to a glittery one, because we want to make it look as natural as possible. And then I'm going to go in with my fluffy kind of little brush like this. This is meant a setting brush, but we're going to go in with that same kind of contour, and we're going to head into the nose. We're confident. We're going to head it in. Here we go. We're sculpting. The reason why I do this, I just feel like it caps the eyes. It shapes them. It makes them more pronounced. More shadowing. Shadowing brings out your best features while hiding and minimizing the ones that you are not so fond of. It also Makes you look like you lost like 10 pounds, and it's great, especially around the holidays. Because we all want that second slice of pie. We're like, we deserve it. We worked 40 hours a week. Oh my God, yes. Oh, it's okay. You have your pie. You can contour too. We're going to do this. So we've headed into our nose. We're blending, we're buffing, okay, guys? We don't want no harsh lines. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, next we're gonna take our blending brush, and I'm building my shadows here, okay? We are gonna go in with Wedge by MAC. Tap the excess off, and we're headed into that eye right here. We're doing buffing motions. We're building, we're building. Yep. Love that. I'm going in strong. I know what I'm going for right now. We're going in. Yeah, it's good. And I like that little bit heavier on that outer corner. Yeah. It's good. Make that other eye match. It's all about matching. Matching, we're blending. I'm dragging this in a little bit too into that contour. It's really good. It's really good. Okay. So we've got that first like little base, little contour on the lid. Next we're gonna go in with a even more kind of taupier, kind of gray color. I'm headed for drama, okay? Drama on the eyes, drama on the lips. No drama in my life. Amen. We're going to head in with that taupey kind of silvery color. We love it. It's still matte. I'm still building with matte. We're not doing a whole shimmery eye. I'm not trying to do that today. We can try to do that another day. Not today, though. We're heading for this. And we're building. And we're going to keep that, too. I like that nice and a little heavier on the outer corner. I just love the way that looks. And still, we're keeping that in the crease. We're not going above. We're not going on that lid. We're keeping it right in there. And how you do that is how you hold your brush. You keep that brush in that crease right there, straight forward. And you buff and you blend. And you buff and you blend. And then you take a step back and you say, oh, it looks good. Good job. Okay, love it, love it, love it. Feeling it, yes. Next, we're gonna take another little bit darker of a shade. Why we're grabbing so many colors, it's a gradual build. This is what we're going for. We want well blended, well, just like smoky, just inner goddess, okay? We don't want a stamp of black on the eye. We want a build, a blend, a fade. So we're going in with a little bit darker of a color, and we're keeping it right in that crease once again. You'll see why, because it all looks melted and molded and just great. It's great. We're going in with the other eye. Yeah, again, I like that outer corner right there. Yeah, it's good. Give yourself a little kiss, you know, a little love. Then I'm going to go with my flat brush. And I'm heading in for this silver. Feeling very silver today. Cool colors. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to build that right on the crease right there. Right across. Yeah. I dig it. I love the way that like cool tones look with a hazel eye, just like copper against it. It's like those contrasting colors. It's awesome. Shout out to my hazel-eyed girls. We're so eclectic. We've got all the colors of the rainbow in our eyeballs. It's great. I love the way that's looking. So if you go up too high, don't worry, because we're going to go back in and you can grab your little blending brush. Touch that there. Just blend that, deepen that. It's great. Don't be afraid. All right, cool. Love that. Love what we're doing. Next, I know that I'm going to do a heavy wing liner. That's just the plan. So we're going to head in with our wedge again with our little brush like this. And we're going to go under the lash line right here. Oh, we make this lovely little face. Oh, hi. Get out. Okay, go under there again. The wedge. We're starting with the wedge again. Same idea, guys. And we're going to go in with that medium charcoal color as well. And we're going to touch that up under there. And that's going to make your lash line just look so much thicker. Those baby lashes on the bottom, like mine are real long, but they're not real full, so fake it. Just fake it. It's great. Love it, love it. We're loving it. Great. So next, I'm going to go ahead, clean off my little flat brush on a napkin, and then we're going to head in with Nylon, which is one of my all-time favorite MAC shadows. Then we're going to touch that right in that inner corner and kind of blend that across the lid. Ooh, hi. Right in here. We love it, we love it. And we're kind of shaping those eyes again. And next, we're going to hit that brow bone just a touch right there. Just a touch. Guys, don't go all the way in. Keep it on that outer little thing right there. We just want a little whisper. We don't want to shout. Hi. We want to go, hey. All right, next, we're going to go in. I love the way this is looking. We're going to head in with our bronzer. Now, this is where you add warmth to your face. This is one of my favorite things because honestly, I like my skin tone. I'm not trying to be darker, but I'm very neutral. So I like to add a little bit of dimension. So I'm just taking my bronzer and kind of creating this little soft, warm shadow. It's like a ring of golden light all the way around, and I'm blending. We're not going all the way down in here either. We're kind of keeping it kind of softly around here. Depending on your face shape, you can go a little bit down further. You know, if you've got more of an oblong face, kind of gently shadow the outsides. But I just like to do my forehead. And then I'm going to go in. Warm up the cheeks. And at this point, you don't have to decide if you want to do blush yet. You can stop with bronzer because sometimes I just love a good, just warm glow, and I don't necessarily want that like pop of color. So I'm building. I love taking that color right here and just creating that beautiful shadow right underneath the chin. So great. I was telling my friend today, I was like, I feel like Jabba the Hutt. It's not fun. I don't like it. It's because it's Shark Week. It's just, you just don't feel good. You don't feel like yourself. So sometimes you need a little more makeup to make you feel a little more put together, a little popped. So we're bronzing here. Yeah. I love that. I'm kind of just doing like a little soft effect here. And then I touch the nose a little bit, like a little warmth there. That's cool. Awesome. So next we're going to head into our highlight. Just going to do a little touch of mineral powder because I love a good little shiny cheek action. Like, a little right here above the brow. It's all gravy, baby. Gravy, baby. I used to say that a lot in the 90s. I'm going to try and bring it back. It is a 90s kind of look though, you know, so it's fine. It's cool. Just kind of brushing my brows into place, so getting a little spoolie action. I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown. I go a smidge lighter. I think some people would probably put me in ebony, but I'm not about that like harsh brow life. I love a good soft feathery brow. You know, that way if I want to go a little more dramatic, a little outside my natural line, it doesn't look so blocky. I just don't like that. So, and I actually start like a little bit halfway in the eye here. And I like to leave this a little feathery. And it, like, depending on how my smoke is building, like, I'll fill that in a little bit darker. Or I'll fill it in with like a little bit of powder. Or if I'm doing a very natural look, oop, get out. Okay. If I'm doing a very natural look, I might take an even lighter shade or just leave that bare. So I'm doing these little feathery strokes to build. I don't like to draw this harshness. We don't like the harsh life. We want a soft life. We want a feathery life. Okay. And I like to just keep brushing that kind of product through. If you get a little bit down there, it's fine. Let's touch it up a little bit. Boom. Done. Okay, keep going. You can do it. Brows are so important. People just don't understand. Like, they make or break your face. You could be the most beautiful woman in the world, but if you have crappy brows, it just throws everything off. So please, get your brows on point. They're just very important. If you have nothing else on, if you do a good brow, people will be like, wow, you look so natural and elegant and like so good. And you're like, thanks, I did my brows. It's awesome. So yeah, I like the way this is looking. It's really good. We're building. Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. Make the other one match. So whatever brow is like your Quasimodo brow, you know, we have a Walmart and then we have like a Target or Nordstrom Rack brow. It's like, hi. Start with your hard one first, because honestly, it's like we're so used to getting that easy one first, like all perfect. And then you're like, crap, I got this one to work with. Oh no. And you're freaking out. So do your hard one first and it will just train you. And the other one will just be like, boop, done. Great. Awesome. So I'm doing those feathery strokes starting from that middle kind of part here. You don't have to use a brow wiz. You don't have to use a brow pencil. If you have full brows, don't be afraid to just use a little powder or just brow gel. And honestly, like, I wear my makeup depending on my mood. So I will look different. People are like, oh, you look so fresh-faced. And you're like, yeah, I'm not wearing liner. So my eyes look different. It's doing a different type of effect to my face depending on the feature that I'm focusing on. So I take a look. And I do my brows from afar. I don't go like all the way up in the mirror because I'm like, you know, you got to give yourself a wide angle. Like how people are going to see you, you know. You want to look good. Hey. All right. So next, finish that tail in there. I know this takes so much time, but honestly, it's so worth it. Make them look natural and really good. Okay, next, what we're going to do is set it with some brow gel. Whew, because my brows have a mind of their own. One like to go like this, and the other one like to go like that. Oh my God. So we got to make them go like this, both. I'm going to make them twins, or as close as possible. You feel me? This also helps to kind of disperse some of that product too, which is great. You know, it's all about blending, making it look so natural, even though you're not natural, you're natural, you know? Okay, moving on. Next, I am going to go ahead and curl my lashes. I kind of switch this step up sometimes, but I'm going to go ahead and go in today and curl from the base. You want to get all the way down there so that those lashes get that full-on dramatic effect. Don't just curl them and kink them into this like square halfway through. You're just like, no. Get in there and kind of pump and make them work. And then you can bring it out. But honestly, that makes a huge difference. That step alone. It's amazing. So next we're going to go in with our winged liner. And I love a good just like felt tip pen. I'm better with a brush on other people, but for me, just felt tip takes me 5 seconds. It's great. So don't breathe. Here we go. I'm going to go in my left My right eye, actually. And I just want a nice little wing. So I'm keeping it close to the lash line. And then if you decide to go a little more dramatic, you can. And then lift off. Oh, this part makes me so nervous. It's fine. Still. Makeup for how long? 5 years? Rest your hand on your chin, you know, your little finger, like, oh, however works for you. Just be careful not to, like, go too crazy. Take off. Wing liner. And then if I want it a little bit thicker, after I get that wing just so, then I can kind of go back in and line a little bit thicker right there. Because I love wing liner on my eyes. I've been told I look like a kitty cat sometimes. My spirit animal is Duchess from the Aristocats. You know, she's just so fabulous. I wish I just could lay around and look cute all the time. That would be great, but we've got things to do, people to see, so it's fine. You know? Life's gonna be awesome. Life is awesome. Life is awesome. It's not going to be. It is. Make sure you go all the way in there. Don't leave any skid marks. Make that black all nice and smooth in there. Okay. Now we're gonna not breathe. Do the other side for takeoff. All right. How I do this too, it's also helpful. Use that like bottom lash line and kind of use that as like an imaginary line of like where it should take off. You know, if you're like just kind of envision it, place your felt tip pen down like that, make a mark, and then fill it in. It will make you confident. Just practice, guys. No. No, 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 no. See, it happens. It's fine. You just, if you get it while it's still a little wet, you're just like, okay, it's gone. Yeah, to match that other eye. I do give a little tug right there, and then just like that. I take a look back. I'm like, okay, yeah, that looks pretty symmetrical. This one's slightly curved. Yeah. Straighten that out. Oh my gosh! Wow, we're in motion here. I love it. Okay, so now that I kind of see my wing liner, you can take a step back and look and see if you want to add a little bit to the crease. So I am. I'm gonna add a little bit of like a matte kind of black. I'm tapping off the excess and we're going in like that. Just want to do that. I just want to. Sometimes you just want to be extra and dramatic. Sometimes you just want to look ethereal and glowy. All right, perfect. How's it look? Look great. Awesome. I want to do just a little touch of blush. So what I'm going to do is this very like soft kind of just almost like dusty pink color. It's hardly pink. It's just, I'm just going to do a splash here. Just like a little hint of blush. Next, we're going to go in with our mascara. Where are you? Here you are. Do a little primer. Primer is your BFF, girl. Unless you have like the most perfect lashes, like honestly, primer sets you up for success. And I always use waterproof. I have allergies and sometimes it gets, or like just the rain and you're running around and you're doing errands or whatever and, you know, you just want your lashes to not melt on your face. And just do a touch on the bottom. By a touch, you know, just a little bit. Okay, cool. Then we're going to go in with our mascara. Give that a second. Give it a sec. All right, and then we're going to go in top and bottom, guys. Don't just do the bottom and like leave those top lashes like hanging. Like amplify, max, hi. Maximize. Oh my gosh, stay off. That's how good this primer is. My lashes want to touch my lid. Okay. Almost there. Work your lashes, top, bottom. Oh, those little guys too matter. They matter. They really do. Yep. A little bit on the bottom. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Because you always have to make that face. Next, we are going to do our lip. And that's our last step, really. I'm going to head in with this beautiful, dusty, mauve-y kind of color. It is amazing. I love... I just couldn't tell, like, my shirt and this. Yeah. It's my new jam. It's We're Not Afraid. I just love it. Perfection. Whew, let's mess it up. Oh, I hate just perfect hair. Oh, yeah. Okay. So there we have it. We have a really cute fresh fall look. Thanks for watching and join me next time.